gosh. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today. I've heard some amazing things. I hope you've taken a lot of notes. I know Kim has. I'm literally watching her write all of the inspiration and ideas that we've been hearing throughout this whole day. But those notes aren't going to make an impact. Putting them into action does. So that's what we're going to do during this activation. I want to talk to you about building your billion-dollar impact. It's a little much. But we're not just going to think about this impact today. We're going to start building it during this activation. And we're going to do this after I'm going to do a little talk. I want to talk about, I just wrote a book. It's coming out in one day. And so I'm super excited about that. But when I wrote Intention to Action, I dedicated a whole chapter to one thing that most people completely avoid: rejection. And the problem with rejection is you need it to build anything meaningful. And so before we start, I want to first talk about how I've turned intention into action in my own life. And growing up, my mom, Stacy Lauren, was always so scared when I said that I wanted to do anything because it would usually be done within 2 weeks. So I think I understood intention into action at a really young age. And this may be because I grew up around entrepreneurs and possibly because I just hated waiting. And I hated waiting when I knew I wanted to do something. When I was 10 years old, I wanted to start a business. And within 2 weeks, I had my first customer. At 15 years old, I decided that I wanted to get a job. And so I went door to door, business to business, and I made a spreadsheet. I tracked who I talked to, what businesses I went to, what applications I filled out, and who said no. And a week later, I got 3 interviews, and that was followed by 3 job offers. And this wasn't because I was special, and it wasn't because I was like fearless in any way. Oh my gosh, I was a child. But it was because I was willing to hear the word no. I recognized early that if you want a yes, you have to be willing to hear a no. And we're all in this room today because of rejection. I mean, a few years ago, my mom, Stacy Lauren, wanted to figure out why some people follow through with their intentions and meet their goals and achieve what they want, and why others don't. And so we went all over the world, and we decided to do street interviews. And as I like to do, we started a week later. We started in Paris, London, New York, Rome, all over. Imagine standing on a street corner all over the world, asking people to interview them. Oh my gosh, talk about rejection. It was humiliating at times, but it was life-changing. And in these interviews, my mom discovered the do the thing formula, which became the catalyst to $1 billion impact marketplace. So rejection built this room. And I'll be honest, not everything has happened for me in 2 weeks. I'm currently a finance student. I've been looking for a finance internship. And this year alone, I've reached out to over 200 people, sending cold messages, trying to get networking calls. And not all of these people have responded, and not all of them have turned into opportunities. But I keep going. So if anyone needs a finance intern this summer, feel free to talk to me after. Still available. Anyways. I know everyone... Oh, wait. Let me ask you guys a question. Think about the impact that you want to make. How many no's are you willing to receive to make that impact happen? Like, really think about it. Does everybody have a number? Okay, shout it out.
What's all there?
Anyone else want to shout out their number?
Enough.
Enough. It's a good hill explains, yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh my God, that's so good. But imagine if you're thinking about a number, you're thinking 50, 100, 1,000. What if you asked one more person? What if your breakthrough was one more ask away, and the yes that changed everything was number 1001, and you stopped at 1,000? And that's why you keep going. Because I know everyone in this room has an intention to make an impact. I mean, we're at a Changemakers event. And that impact is only going to happen by putting yourself out there and by taking action and moving. Because an intention is just a thought, and an impact will only happen when you follow through with that thought. And if you see rejection as a sign to stop, you're never going to make that impact. So today we're not just going to think about your impact, we're going to execute it during this activation. So my job in this activation is to help you guys take everything you already have, all your notes, all your ideas, all your fear, your ambition from this whole day, from your whole life, and we're going to turn it into your billion-dollar impact. And then we're going to make that impact come to life. Okay, so we're going to break into groups, and I'm thinking that the table groups that we're already in is great. If you're at a group, like just 3, 2, I'm seeing like a little dwindling tables, feel free to jump into a full table. Like everyone's going to be family in this. We're all going to kind of fill up all of our tables. We're going to have a conversation. I believe I have about 5 facilitators. Kim, Michelle, I have a few. And they're going to walk around and we're just going to kind of, I put a packet on everyone's table and then 2 question cards. And you guys are going to answer 3 questions. It's what is your impact? What impact do you want to make? What is the first uncomfortable action required to make that impact? And what can you accomplish in 2 weeks? Okay? And we're going to break out for about 20, 25 minutes. And we're going to go in a circle, and all the instructions are on the packet. It's pretty simple. You guys are just going to go in a circle and talk about it. So let me know if you guys have any questions.
I aim and aspire to do as a mission is to make, first of all, have an integrative approach towards treating patients and change the discussion from treating symptoms to treating diseases.
My goal is to open us up to honesty, to presence, to community, and actually loving each other and ourselves so we can really make impact.